Baking Technician for Class 9th, Unit 1, Overview of the Bakery Sector. Session 1, Baking and the Process of Baking.
Hello students, welcome to the video lecture series for the job role Baking Technician for Class 9th, Unit 1, Overview of the Bakery Sector. In this video, you will learn about baking and the process of baking. Students, I know you all have tasted bread and biscuits and cookies and cakes too. All of these products are being prepared through a cooking method known as baking. But students, do you know where the baking takes place? Baking is typically done in a cooking equipment called an oven. An oven is an enclosed compartment for cooking and heating food. Baking is usually done in an oven, but some traditional foods are baked in hot ashes and on hot stones too. Students, have you seen this in your area? Student, it is a traditional oven in which the bread which is popular in India, like the tandoori roti and the naan bread, are being baked. Litti and bati bread are being baked in hot stones. We can also say that these are traditional baking methods. Students, after understanding about an oven, let us now understand baking. Baking is the method of cooking food, dough, pastry or batter by dry heat without its direct exposure to flame. Students, let us now understand the process of baking. The main principle behind the baking process is the action of heat transfer, which is modified by steam on the products to be baked. As the dough pieces enter the oven, their surface temperature begins to increase due to hot surrounding air inside the oven, and slowly the heat transfer starts towards the core of the product. During the process, the heating effect produced from the surrounding hot air and the heated surface travels to the core of the dough or batter and causes moisture evaporation. And because of moisture evaporation, this process converts the batter or dough into a firm, dry crust and soft-centered baked item. Students, it is interesting to note that the food in an oven is baked in 3 stages. Expansion of the dough, followed by drying of the surface, and crust browning are the 3 stages of the baking process. And during these 3 stages of baking, several reactions like gelatinization of the flour starch, caramelization of the sugar, evaporation of water which results in the desired volume, and changes in appearance, flavor and texture of the baked product takes place simultaneously in an oven. Student, it is important to remember that the temperature and time are different for baking different products. Student, now let us summarize what we have learned in today's lecture. Baking is the method of cooking food, dough, pastry or batter by dry heat without direct exposure to the flame. Baking process involves the action of heat which is modified by steam on the products to be baked. Baking a product involves 3 stages: expansion of the dough, drying of the surface and crust browning. So students, that's all from this session. See you in the next video. Thank you.